If you've already decorated for Christmas or you still need to do so, we have some helpful tips this morning when it comes to making sure your items are mold and dust free. We have Derik Newton joining me with AdvantaClean. And Derik, a lot of people have heard about something called Christmas tree syndrome. What is that?
Well, Christmas tree syndrome is it's the allergic reaction that a lot of folks will get from the dust and the molds that we can bring into our homes unintentionally during the holiday season. Because we're bringing in a live tree that was in the woods in its natural habitat, and if we're bringing in the pollen, the dust, the mold that's on the tree, and then also by getting all those dusty decorations that have been in the attic for a year, bringing those back down into the house and bringing down the dust and everything that comes from the attic with it.
Okay, so what can we do if we are bringing in a live tree? What are some things that we can do to make sure we get rid of all those allergens?
So you want to clean the tree as best as possible, which may sound a little bit silly, but remember, it's been growing in the woods. So if you're buying it from a farm that's going to do a good shaking of the tree, that's a great way to go ahead and get some of that out. Blowing it out with a leaf blower outside before you bring it in your house, or washing it thoroughly with a hose and letting it dry, just to get all those contaminants off the tree before we bring it in the house, especially for sensitive individuals.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and then I know a lot of us, the trend these days is to buy those fake trees after they're sitting in the attic. What do we need to do the first time we unpack it?
Well, when the first time you unpack it, hopefully it's a clean tree, right? Because it's new.
True.
All right. When you store it in a bag. You know, the attic's dusty, the garage is dusty, depending on where you keep it. If you can cover it and protect it year after year, it's going to stay clean. If you haven't been able to do that and you've got a dirty tree or dusty tree, you can take those outside and wash them as well. Let them dry off thoroughly. Again, wash them with a hose, use a leaf blower, dry them off pretty well, bring them back in, and then let's cover them from there on out.
Okay, good to know, especially after Christmas, because we're only a few weeks away. Then when you're packing up, make sure you do it properly. Let's talk about this poinsettia too, because this was something that surprised me as far as having poinsettias in your home. People can be allergic to something with them.
They can be, and maybe you as the homeowner aren't, but you got guests coming in this season. Anybody that has a rubber or latex allergy could have a reaction to a poinsettia because they are actually part of the rubber tree family.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Something that you would probably never think about unless you have that allergy already. All right, a few more things real quick. We talked about the decorations, dusting those off, making sure that you pack them away securely. What about candles? I personally love scented candles.
A lot of folks love scented candles. They're not the best for your house, especially for indoor air quality if they're a petroleum-based candle. So if you go with a more natural candle like a hemp, a beeswax, or a soy-based candle, those are going to be a little bit better because they don't have all the chemicals that the petroleum candles have.
Okay, so reading those labels, making sure really you know what you're buying too.
Absolutely.
All right, lastly, I know that we have to talk about this because you are in the preventing allergies business.
Yeah, on the indoor air quality side, always change your air filters. So, a good air filter is going to help filter out allergens that are in the air in your house. You want a good filter, a pleated filter that you can't see through. It's going to be blocking those from getting in through your heating and air system being dispersed throughout your house. Not every 60 days you want to change things.
I was going to say, too, after having everybody over for the holidays, it might be a good time to double check that, too.
Yep, and all the in and out.
All that traffic, certainly. Derik, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, you can head to our website, WACH.com, to get all this information and advice to make sure that you keep your house clean and healthy this time of season.